Today, we're going to test whether two celestial units can beat the entire game. So without further introduction, let me present you those two baddies. Noelle Silva, aka the Black Bull's Queen, and Sakura. So, they have to beat 4 maps in this order: the Shinra Dungeon, the newest survival from the Fate update, the latest Legend stage, and for the final challenge, the most annoying game mode, Grail Rush. I got Avatar on both units, but only Noelle has the skill tree for damage. It's gonna be tough without enchants, so let's try to get something decent just from a few pearls. Okay, I will take that. Now let's see on Sakura. Unlucky. Anyways, let's get into the action. We'll have a bit of an advantage since Noelle is a water unit and she'll deal 300% more damage, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So it looks like she's holding up really well in the early stages. For the bosses, there's an ability that's going to help a lot. You'll see it later. So, yeah, it's actually way easier than I expected. That was close. All right, guys. We've moved our units up a bit, so let's take a look at Noelle. Her effect gives a buff to water units and has a chance to stun. Pretty solid. Now let's check out the passives. One of her passives is perfect for this dungeon since we're only dealing with fire units, and the other one, it's just solid in pretty much any situation, no matter what you're up against. Alright, the first ability is a nuke that deals 35 billion damage. Now, you might think that's not a lot, but considering it has a really short cooldown, I honestly think this is the main reason why this unit is so OP. Also, I brought in our GOAT Jin Mori to double the nuke's damage. The second ability? Nothing crazy, but hey, it's better than nothing. 300 million damage in 5 seconds for a Celestial is seriously impressive. A lot of ultimates don't even come close to that. The main problem, though, is the range. It's really small for today's meta. If we take a look at Sakura, she's got the same issue. Even less range and a higher SPA. I'm guessing her ability is meant to make up for those downsides. She can buff 2 units of your choice on the map, but unfortunately right now we're forced to use it only on Noelle. Alright, with Idol's buff, she's doing almost 500 million, and this passive might actually be better than her ability. It deals 25% of the total damage every second. Kinda like a burn effect, I guess. We're gonna use the nuke on this boss, since thanks to the super short cooldown, we'll be able to use it again at the end anyway. Speeding things up here, we'll catch you when the boss arrives. This boss is gonna be a joke for our units. I probably should have added more curses, and yeah, I know it's not necessary, but I'm gonna use the nuke anyway, because it's just too satisfying. Yep, still satisfying every time. Alright guys, I've placed the farm units and now we're just waiting for the next wave to see how they'll perform on this map. Another big plus is that both of them are super cheap to place. Actually, they're cheap to max out too. Honestly, it'd be pretty funny if just 2 celestial units could beat the hardest game modes in the entire game. Apparently, we didn't have any problems early on like usual. Still, now we need to do some upgrades to make sure they don't get through. I maxed out Noelle, and with Idol's buff, she's doing over 400 million damage. This 3 billion boss? Yeah, it's a joke for her. Only 1 minute left, so I dropped the nuke. Nothing too interesting on this map, honestly. It's even easier than the last one. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Let's move on to the legend stage. I placed my farm units in the back, and I'm ready for the show. Things are really gonna get interesting here. Looks like they're doing well early on. Let's see if I can say the same at the end. We're on the final wave now. Just waiting for the boss to walk into range so we can drop the nuke. The units are starting to get through. We might not make it to the boss. OMG, it's so far away, I think we're totally cooked. Please, 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 please. We can't lose here, come on, dude. This game is so easy, ha 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 ha. The final stage is the toughest because of the boss at the end with 1 trillion HP. We're gonna use all the damage tickets to make our units 2 to 3 times better, but honestly, I still don't think we'll make it. See you at the end, I guess. Even though Sakura is a dark element and the boss is light, we barely scratch him. So that's basically the power of these two Celestials. Really impressive. I'd recommend both if you're just starting out, but also if you're not, since Noelle, for example, is meta for tournaments. However, as boss killers, they just don't seem to cut it. They actually managed to deal half his HP, after all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.